What's up, everybody? I hope you can hear me and see me and all that other stuff. Rick, look at you. Welcome to the glorious ones. Yes. If you are a member, you are one of the glorious ones. Now there's different levels for the whole thing, and I'm really trying here to do the best I can to kind of provide something with the YouTube thing. I'm learning as I go, but I'll tell you this much. Hopefully you guys can hear me, see me, and all this other fun stuff. So let me tell you what's going on with Shadows of Brimstone. Because we are going to be doing this long term, I want to make sure that Justin would have been here. Unfortunately, his wife has to work late tonight. So we would have to push the thing off to 8 o'clock, but I get up at 2:30 in the morning to go into work. So it would have been kind of hard to do a whole starting a playthrough. But what we were going to do was kind of set up our characters and everything. So I'm going to do all that part. I'm going to talk about how to play the game, how the game is played and everything like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pick some things today and really do some stuff to refresh you on playing Shadows of Brimstone, or some of you haven't seen it before, are going to learn a few things and how to set the game up and how to do that. You don't see a lot of people do that, which will be fine. And then what's going to happen is when Justin and I can, I think maybe over the weekend or the beginning of next week, we'll do our first playthrough. Then we'll do another playthrough, and then there will be a poll. And what we're going to do is we're going to poll you on where do our two heroes go from here. So there's a 2:30 in the morning also? No. Okay. Awesome to finally catch SOB game from you, Rick. It's Rob. I've seen you talk so much about this one. It's a great game. Darren, how are you? Imagine Sweater. What's up, Rob? How are you doing today, man? I'm doing all right. Egis, how are you? Hey. Let's see who else. There is Tim, and we got Rick. All right, so what we want to do is we want to go to the table, and I'm going to read from the book a little bit and make sure that we do everything right. And I'm going to show you the two heroes that we're going to go with. We're going to kind of pick up where we kind of left off at the other house. And I think this is going to be a lot of fun. It's okay, Sharky. Don't worry about it. You know what the funny thing is? I go to a drive-thru or something like that, and I'll say they'll ask me, "Oh, okay, who's here to pick up the order?" My name's Rob. Ron? And it's not just one time. Does it sound like I'm saying Ron when I say Rob? Go figure. Mike M., how are you, brother? Mike Anthony. I bought a whole bunch of Shadows and Brimstone expansions because of Rob talking about it in the past. Now I just need the time to paint them. Well, you know something? I painted the main set, and we'll go through and I'll show you the main set that I did. I did it in less than a day and a half. It's really pretty easy and a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. But what we're going to do is we want to get our heroes built up a little bit, get them up a couple levels, and then we're going to go to one of the expansions. I'm going to let you guys pick the expansions. I have them all. I have everything. We can go to Frontier Town. We can go anywhere you want. I just need a little time to figure it out. And what I'm going to do is probably either Friday or Saturday, or Friday or Monday, because I don't do polls on the weekends. I'm going to put up which Shadow of Brimstone expansion do you think our hero should go to. All right, listen. Bob? Oh, it sounds like Bob instead of Rob? Oh, that could be. Ravens, how are you? Hey, Rob, really looking forward to your Shadows of Brimstone phase. We're going to start from the very beginning, and that means all the cards are all over the table. Everything's all over the table. I'm going to show you how to set it up. We're going to talk a little bit about the rules a bit. And boy, I really want to, for the people that don't know how to play it, I really, and though, even though you know how to play it, if you sit through, have some fun, we'll pick some cards out, we'll do some different things, we'll show you how to set up your heroes, and we'll get that all done pretty quickly. Frontier Town is cool as heck, it sure is. And we can do that. We can go from. We plan on playing at least through a couple expansions. So we're going to let you pick one, and then we're going to go through that, and then we'll tell you, okay, where do we go next? So you get a real good feel of this game without overkilling everything. All right. So that's the way I see it. I hope you enjoy what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to put a little different twist into what is already a great, 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 great game. All right. Without further ado, let's go down to the table, and don't mind all the greenness because we've got to figure out what we're going to do. All right. So let's start off with. Let me just back this camera up a bit. Okay, there we go. So we got a little bit of this, we got a little bit of that. This doesn't need to be here because there's nothing attached to it. So we'll put that on the table. I was filming some videos too. By the way, hold on, I'm going to come up real quick. I just filmed from 20 to 11 of our top 50 of all time. That means we only got one more video after this one. You'll see that on Monday. Make sure you check it out. All right? Okay, let's go. Boom. All right. The first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to show you the two heroes that we want to play. And we're going to build these heroes outwards. So don't mind all this. We'll clean this up as we do because I want to explain what all these cards do and stuff like that. And we'll get them all nice and neat because this is the problem that you're going to have when you start off. So first of all, we're going to choose a couple of heroes, right? So thanks to a poll, the number one pick for us to play was none other than, yeah, you got it, the Drifter. So we're going to put him right here. We're going to get this stupid remote out of the way. Boy, I'll tell you, the bigger the table you make, the more of the mess that you will have. I can promise you that. Why don't I just move this over here like this a little more, and then I'd have a little more room, won't I? All right, let's get we'll explain what that does. And then we were going to go with the Saloon Girl who was second, but the problem was I realized that she was the only character I did not paint out of this set. Okay, so I let Justin pick who he may want to be, and he said, of course, he wanted to be Tuco. So that's the way we're going to go. And we got our two painted figures. So right here, we got Tuco. So he's going to go on our card right there. And of course, what is life without our good friend, the Drifter, right? Clint Eastwood. Now, the neat thing that you have to be aware of, okay, and we're going to get, now once we pick our two characters that we're going to be playing, we really don't need the rest of these cards. So we want to get those out of the way, right? So we can kind of figure out what we want to do. I'm going to throw those back in the box for now. Another thing that I really highly suggest when you get this game is that what you really need to do is kind of just really get everything, because there's so many tokens and things like that, you really need to get one of these. It fits in the box and it's easy to keep track of and keep everything together as such. Let's take a look at let me move this over. Oh, it's the Great Kabuki. Look at this. She made it today. How are you? A hair busy, but at least I have one eye and one ear on the stream. Well, that's always good to know. Shadows was my first dungeon crawl. Totally addicted to it now. How could you not be, right? Yes, definitely want to see the Drifter. There you go. We got the Drifter in there. Tuco and Blondie. There you go. How can it go wrong, right? So we're going to have some fun. These guys are going to go on an adventure completely different than the good, the bad, the ugly. I can promise you that. Because there were no monsters there. So the first thing we want to do is actually build out our heroes, okay? So we're going to do that, and we're going to do that very simply. First thing you're going to do is you're going to get getting started items. Every hero class has a small list of starting items printed on their character sheet. So on their character sheet, he has a pistol for a starting item. So we want to make sure that we get his pistol. Now, also, there's a bunch of cards for each character, but we'll get to those and I'll explain to you guys how those work. So we're going to move that out of the way. And they have these very helpful cards. We're going to keep these around very close because we're going to be using those through the game. All right. There's our starting darkness cards we want to make sure we have. We have our loot, which we're not going to need right away, but we do need our gear cards. So we just need a regular pistol, right? Seems easy enough. Also, I have another view here. Why don't I move these phones out of the way? All right, and just stay with you guys. And let's go, right? And yeah, so we can look at things a little differently from that aspect as we're sitting on top of Normandy Daunted there. So you can see our heroes here, but we do have our gear cards, and we are going to be, we are going to pull out what we need here. We need a pistol here, okay. So let's go through here. Pickaxe, knife, trusty pistol, no. We just need a regular, everyday, run-of-the-mill pistol. And, oh, there we go, pistol. So it has a range of 6 and 2 shots. We'll explain that a little bit later. So we're going to give our boy Tuco a pistol. Boom, right? Starting item. Wild card. You may recover grit on a move of roll of 1 or 2. We'll explain that too. All right. Next thing that we're going to do, we're going to see what our boy here, the Drifter, wants to roll with. Okay. His starting item is a trusty pistol. I thought I just saw that, right? And that's the Executioner. And we're going to go through it. Ah, there we go. Trusty pistol. Starting upgrade, Drifter's Secret. Okay. That. Now there's a special card that comes with our good friends, and I want to show that to you. And you get this when you buy him, and it's going to help you out and how you're going to level him up. Starting upgrade choices. Drifter starting upgrade faces on survivability, navigating random card draws while exploring and extra attack capabilities. Right? Resourceful. So we're going to have these upgrades, and we're going to have the Drifter Secret. Drifter Secret. Okay, so playing the Drifter. Drifter gets an extra starting upgrade called the Drifter Secret as part of his starting items. This is an additional to choosing one of his other starting upgrades as normal. Okay, so we get to pick one of these. Boy, which one would you guys pick? So you have Resourceful. This is the most powerful upgrade for helping the posse as a group, allowing the Drifter to use his resourcefulness to prevent the worst darkness and encounter cards, as well as giving him an edge in finding out good loot and scavenge results. Resourceful may not be used on advanced encounters. The other one is Gunfighter. As a gunfighter, the Drifter can rapid fire a pistol, potentially dealing out horrendous amounts of damage to one or many enemies at once. No name. Quiet and reserved, a Drifter with no name is a quick draw and always ready with a grit. All right. Extra XP required to level. As a Drifter, the hero has just about seen or done it all over the years. For a Drifter hero to go up in a hero level, they must pay double the normal amount of XP. Wow, that's going to be tough, but hey, we can deal with that. And then on the back here are some of the upgrades that we can do once we level up. So yeah, there we go. Right? Looks pretty cool if you ask me. Plagiarized Clint Eastwood pick. No. Let's not go there. All right. Yeah. Hope they finally have some news for those Fang expansions. Well, we're hopeful. Let's see what happens. I'm sure there's going to be a lot that's going to go on at Gen Con, but we'll find out, and that's for sure. Okay. So upgrade bonuses. There's certain things that you can upgrade. Playing as a Drifter though can be a little tough. And that's for sure. Okay, so there we go. So we're going to put that aside there. We don't need that right now. So we'll worry about that starting ability. Otherwise, his abilities are He has some things that really. He's -1 on initiative for every hero adjacent at the start of a turn. So that means he's going to back off a little bit. He's a danger magnet. So even though he may be overpowered, I'll tell you this much. All enemies gain elite ability for free. When traveling to town, always add an extra D3 traveling hazard. Just what you need, right? And long years of experience, not restricted to targeting adjacent enemies first with ranged attacks. Starts with 2 personal items. All right, so boy, what do we want to give him? Personal items. At the start of each fight, every other non-drifter hero may recover 1 grit. Nice. So he's got a range of 3, which makes it hitting pretty easy. It's just health. That's kind of tough. Well, 4+ is actually pretty good, so it's going to help you out. And then you got your agility and everything that you can roll. Shots are equal to the hero's agility, so we want to really jack up his agility so he can get, additional shots and stuff like that. So there's a lot of different things that we can do when we try to level him up or try to build around him. Is to jack up his agility so he can get about 55 shots. Right? Seems pretty easy. All right, so every hero, starting gear cards. Yep, we did that. It is important to note, in many ways, the starting gear of a hero is just as important a factor as their abilities and stats. Note that not every hero may trade or give their starting items to. May not trade any of their starting items. So once you start with a starting item, you can't trade that. If you pick stuff up along the way, well, that's a whole different story, right? All right. Now, the next thing is draw a personal item. And that's where these cards come in. Okay. 1, 2, 3. The drifter. Personal items. Okay. So we're going to want to make sure that we have everything there. Personal items. Personal item. Well, you need a weathered poncho, right? It gives you +4 health, which will bring him up to 14. Possibly. Let's see what we got for personal items here. We have starting gear. Oh, personal items. Here we go. Well, you're going to draw these. I think we just draw them at random. Let's do that. I think that'll be a lot more fun. All right. So, what we're going to draw is a personal item for each hero. Every hero starts their adventure crew with 1 personal item that not only gives them a powerful bonus, but can help to define the backstory of our hero. Draw 1 personal item for your hero. Okay. Here we go. All right, let's see what we get, huh? Hopefully it's something good. Clearly a dry euro. What? It is a card game. Flip a dip. What is he saying? Is it a card game? Is it a board game? Is it a miniatures game? The world may never know. You never know. Yeah, this is clearly a dry euro. Okay, so here we go. We did that. So for Mr. Bandito, he gets a cigarette. Recover 1 grid anytime you draw 1 or more loot or scavenge cards. Okay, that's good because grit is life. Okay, let's shuffle it up. Let's see what we could do for our boy. The what did it say? Does he draw 2 personal items? Starting area as part of his starter items. Grifter secret. This is an additional to choosing one of his starting upgrades. Okay, so Drifter's secret. The Drifter gets an extra starting upgrade. Okay. Oh, starting upgrade. So, I don't know which one we're going to take, but I'm sure it's going to be something good. All right, here we go. Let's go +1 initiative. Well, that kind of eliminates that other thing that he was having a problem with because he has negative when he's next to people. So now that kind of negates that, so we could just look at that as normal. Okay, so we're going to put these cards aside. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is choose starting upgrades. When creating a brand new hero, you get to choose one of 3 starting upgrade cards. So with Mr. Bandito here, we can make him a swindler. Twin guns, you may fire 2 guns per turn, ignoring the penalty for dual wielding. Extra starting gear, pistol, and additional to the first. So he could have 2. So he could dual wield. So would you go twin guns? Would you go swindler? Once per turn, when drawing 1 or more loot cards, you may choose 1 to discard and draw a new one, +1 combat. That's interesting. Or explosion expert. Use 2 grit to gain a dynamite token. You also gain a free attack once per adventure. Throw dynamite. Extra starting gear, dynamite satchel. I'm thinking twin guns for him. What do you guys think? Hey, Will, how you doing? From Upper New York. So what we're going to do is I'm going to hold these out, and you guys let me know. Twin guns, swindle, or explosive. Let's zoom in on that a little bit, huh? This is what this thing does, right? This is why we have this. All right, so I'm going to let you guys look, and you guys, I'm going to let you guys pick what we should do. Whoa. Well, you know what? We don't need that additional light over there. So we can do that. There we go. Well, that didn't help. That sure didn't help. All right, there we go. Twin guns. Yeah, twin guns. You got to go twin guns. Remember Grit newspaper? Oh, I remember. Did anybody try to sell that junk? Be nice to have more atmosphere to the game, buildings, etc. Well, John, we can't do everything. There's always other channels. What can I tell you? Bandito with twin guns is spraying and praying. Tossing a lot of dice. I think that's a good idea. Twin guns. Okay, so we're going to go twin guns for the Bandito. It was overwhelming. All right, so we're going to go twin guns, and he has double pistols. Nice. Good call, peeps. Good call. Now, our boy the Drifter, on the other hand, a little interesting how this is going to turn out for him. He gets to pick from 3. So, again, we have the Drifter Secret, which he gets. Free starting upgrade. Immortal. At the start of every adventure, roll 2d6 for each injury, curse, parasite, or mutation. Oh, I'm sorry. That was way too close. Matter of fact, let's go to the other camera. And there we go. And we can kind of show it here. All right, there we go. If I don't knock everything over with my elbow. Okay. So, as it says here, for parasites or mutations the hero has, on a roll of 7 or higher, it is healed. Note that this does not include madness. Anytime the hero would be killed, they are considered dead for the rest of the adventure / town stay. At the start of the next adventure, the hero is automatically returned to life, but must roll once on the madness chart and starts that adventure with no grit. All right, pretty cool. So you can't kill him. I like it. All right, so we have that. That's starting free upgrade. All right, so now once we pick these upgrades, we can't pick anything else up. +1 agility would be awesome. I think we go with no name. Start every adventure with max grit, +1 agility. That'll give him 3 shots. Because then he'd be agility 3. Can you imagine we get to agility 4? Being a gunfighter, though, for every 6+ you roll to hit with a pistol range attack, you gain +1 shot with that gun, to a max of 3 shots per turn. Ooh, that's a nice one too, folks. Anytime you draw one or more loot, scavenge, darkness, or encounter cards, you may draw one extra card, then choose one of those cards to discard. If used for an encounter draw, the hero must be on the map tile that the encounter is drawn for. You know, I think it's down to no name or gunfighter. What do you guys think? Let's see what you guys pick. All right. So I'm going to put this right here. Hopefully this doesn't drown out. Okay. And I'm going to go over and read and see what you guys say. I think it's down to no name or gunfighter. Which one do you guys think? Twin guns was definitely a good pick. X-ray specs. We don't have those. Charles Atlas ads. Oh, I remember those. How cool were those? So what do you think? What do we go with? Do we go with no name or gunfighter? No name or gunfighter? I don't know. All right, so let's see. Gunfighter? See somebody going gunfighter? Well, gunfighter, if you roll a 6, you're going to get an extra shot with that gun. Up to a maximum of 3 plus shots. So if you shoot twice and get a 6 out of that, or 2 6s, I almost think agility, because it gives you the extra shot. Resourcefulness? Really? Yeah. I say we pump him up. I say we jack him up. No name, yeah. I'm liking no name myself. No name. I see a couple no names. One more no name. What does Kabuki think? She says, look like more votes for no name. Yeah, let's go. No name. Hey, Northeastern, Brewmaster, good to see you, brother. No name over Gunslinger. Okay, there you go. So we're going to go with no name for our boy here. I just think that's the smart way to go. I mean, I'm big on offense. So no name. That's going to give us with this guy, okay, because more agility on range attacks. Starting with 2 personal items. Okay, hold on. Long years of experience. Not restricted to targeting with range attacks. Starts with 2 personal items. Oh, so we give him another personal item? Okay, so we'll mix those up. Boy, I wish I saw that, huh? Alright, so let's get these gear cards out of the way. And let's see what we can grab for another personal item. Alright. Alright, so let's go. And let me just make sure. Adjacent enemies first with range attacks starts with 2 personal items. At the start of each fight, every other non-drifter hero may recover 1 grit. And it also says, yeah, because we went with the +1 agility, because everything that he does goes off. He shoots off agility. I want to make sure that we do that. That is +1 initiative, so that takes care of that. Playing the drifter. Okay, just making sure, because that'll help us really. Okay, he has to double his XP. He starts with an extra starting item. He's an expert shot. And okay, yeah, yeah. That's just the way it is, folks. For our bad boy here. Okay, all enemies gain elite ability for free. He's -1 on that. All right. Restricted to, so forth and so on. Shots. Oh, okay. Shots are equal to the hero's agility. Okay, that's what it was. It's on his gun. and that is his pistol. It's a range of 6. So let's see. He gets one more personal item, and it is Adventurer Boots, agility +1 and +1 move. So that gives him a 4 agility. So that means he gets 4 shots. 4 shots. He's jacked. Well, all right, let's put these cards over here. Let's put that over there. All right, so we got him all set and happy. Good. All right, so we did that. Some heroes classes allow you to draw special cards. No. And then we're going to get a free side bag and free token. So we get that there, and then that there, which is upgradable. Wow, these guys are on the offense. Northeastern, what's up, bro? No name. But we get to nickname him, right? I think we should call him Sassy for the funsies. What the heck? Bro, you got a Godzilla coming at the end of the video. I really appreciate it. Gabby, do you want to go in? Okay. Come on. Oh my God, this door. Go. Always one more live. Always one more live. All right, so let's put these cards aside. So we get a free token. All right. We can choose whiskey, bandage, dynamite, or tonic. Every hero has a side bag can hold up to. A new hero also gets to choose one token at the start for free. I think a bandage for Tuco. Okay. And yeah, since we're going to be slinging, let's go a bandage for both. All right. I think that's the best way to do it. All right. Name your hero. Okay, so what are we going to call these guys? Again, I say Drifter and Tuco, but I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Gabby's stealing the show. She always does. Is this is City of the Ancients the starter set? It sure is. It sure is. I also have Swamps of Death, which is also a starter set. But we're going to start with this, and then maybe we'll do something else with the other one too. All right. So I'm partial to calling the Drifter Sweetums. All right, now it's starting to get a little weird, but hey, I mean, if that's what you want to call them, who might argue? Let's grab our sheets. I actually had printed out sheets for this. Where did I put them? Well, I have sheets, but we'll remember, and I'll just write it down. On BGG, there is actually a very cool quick reference guide that you can download. Shadows of Brimstone Quick Reference 1.1. It gives you everything that you need while you're playing, so you can really, and it even tells you when you go to town, all the stuff that you need to do. Check it out. It's really, really good. All right, let's see. All right, we're just going to go with Tuco and the Drifter. If you guys come up with names, I'll look. I like the monster in Bugs Bunny, Gossamer. And Blasted Waste is upside down on the shelves at the new place. No, it's in the, whatchamacallit, but it will be. Drifter should be Nada. Nada. Okay, here we go. All right, so let me go back down to the table here. All right, so it looks like we got everybody where they need to be. All right, so we're going to move those guys aside. Let me check out here. Anything else? I want to make sure that we have everything for our... Okay, Bandito is unpredictable. Like we said, tough as crazy. And there we go. All right, so we've got our heroes all set, so we're going to put that aside. Okay, and then we have our starting tile that we're going to want to set up. So we're going to move our heroes aside. These cards are going to help us. I'm going to explain some things so you guys who have not played this game understand what is going on. So we always start with our starting tile, which is coming into the... actually, I think maybe I'll put it this way so it'll be a little bit easier, and then we can use the other camera there. Boom. Okay, perfect. All right, see how things kind of work out? So we'll put our heroes here. All right. Boom, boom, boom. And we can go a little bit more back there, okay, and that gives us plenty of room for all the stuff that we want to do. That way we'll be able to take a look at the cards and stuff. So that will set that up. The next thing that we're going to do is a very important part, and that is our growing darkness and growing dread, and we have our darkness as well, darkness cards, and we have to set those to begin with. Now, at the start of every turn, we're going to have that there and that there. We lose if this ever gets all the way there. Now, we are going to be rolling. This is going to be constantly moving, and as it moves and happens every time we go to another area, we are going to, I believe, draw cards. And we have cards, and they're not very nice. That's for doggone sure. You have your growing dread cards, which are right here. They're usually not very good, and there's usually bad things that are going to happen with those. So every time you go to a different tile, you are going to be moving this up further. We're going to have a certain objective to create and to deal with. So as you can see, there's just all kinds of nasty stuff that can happen. Dread. You shudder of what to think. Move the darkness one step forward towards the depth track. Now, if this was ever to go, and if we fail our roll, okay, if this was ever to get here, we would lose the game. So starting darkness goes there. We have these darkness cards. Every time they run into a blood spot here, we are going to be pulling one of these cards, and there's just a lot of nasty things that can happen. You draw threat cards, add a growing dread card to the stack, which is cool. All demon enemies are now +1 initiative and +2 move. It remains in play. So pulling these are not fun. Not fun whatsoever. All right. We don't need the Targa Plateau. We don't need these. We're going to need artifact cards, which we're going to keep over here. These are for another thing, so we move those aside. We always need our loot cards because we could find loot when we scavenge. Once per tile, you get to scavenge. Our growing dread cards will go over here. Our starting gear we don't need. You always have a different type of threat. Now this is high, and as you can see, you would draw different cards. And as we come to the edge here, which I will show you, let me move these cards out of the way because we don't need these anymore. We don't, gear, well, we might need those, so I'll put those over there. And let me just get some more cards because I didn't shuffle any of this stuff up to get going here. So we have low threat cards, and this is what we're going to start off dealing with. Okay, what's going to happen is every time that we go into another area, there is a chance that we can draw an encounter, and I'll show you how that sets up. We do have medium threat cards, okay, epic, which we just don't even want to see. Scavenge, anytime we try to scavenge. There are some good things in here, and there are some you can find nothing, and sometimes you can run into some really bad things, and that's not cool. So you just never know what you're going to run into. So we put those there. Epic here, high, which goes in between, and then we have our map cards. Okay, so every time our heroes who have a certain amount of movement, and I'm going to show you how movement works in a second. Okay, we do start with 3 grit. 3 grit and 2 grit for our friends there. So let me grab those out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the drifter gets 3 grit. These are like re-rolls, and they can be very, very helpful. And then Tuco starts with 2. Our exploration tiles. All right. We're going to pull these out. These are kind of important because what we do is every time we come to an edge here. So how does movement work? Okay, very simple. Even if you choose not to move, okay, you are going to roll a die. So say we go off initiative, and it's always from the highest initiative all the way down. So the initiative for our friend here is 3, and the drifter is 5. Hold on. I can swap between cameras here. Zablik, thank you for the thing. I just saw it, bro. I'm sorry. I was so busy trying to explain everything. So over here, you can see your initiative is always going to be up in the right-hand corner. Okay, and it goes from the highest to lowest, and that's the way we are going to work that. So I'm going to explain this a little bit more. Let me read some of the comments here before I really get into explaining everything, so I don't have to break it up. Matthew Rose, how are you, my friend? All right, hold on. Oh, Zablik, we'll hit you with Godzilla at the end of the thing, I promise you. Thanks, Sharky. Is Blasted Wasted upside down? Okay. I don't know. I just don't know. The drifter, call him Sue. I just may. Matter of fact, I'm going to have a poll, and we'll see who we're going to call what. But all the names, I'm going to watch this back. I'm going to write them all down, and then we're going to vote on them. Yeah, me too. Thank goodness for speed paints help out. I feel the host was unfair to me, and need to take on board observations without taking offense. Not criticizing them, but the game. Surely input is good, bad, or ugly is spaghetti western. What? Okay. Let's see. I didn't take offense to anybody. That's weird. All right. Let's see. You should cut him some slack. He's trying to explain stuff and deal with comments. Sometimes it's easy to misinterpret a comment when you read it out of context. Yeah, I'm not upset with anybody. Like I said, if people don't like the way I do things, no, he was rude saying there are other channels. I've always supported the channel, and financially too. Oh, I'm sorry, John. I was just saying I don't do things right all the time, and there's other channels. That's all I said. It wasn't pointed towards you. It was just pointed in general. But if you take offense to it, then I don't know what to tell you. I apologize. I did hear the revised edition made the builds a little easier. The original sets were great, but all the new sculpts are clearly by a different miniature manufacturer. They aren't bad anymore. Hey, Rob, man, I love Shadows of Brimstone. I also love Mutant Chronicles Siege of the Citadel, 2nd edition, because of your review. Thank you for your great work, brother. No, you're welcome. Sharky SOB, the reason I won't get another game that needs miniatures assembly. These were actually easy to put together. Rob, I'm trying to keep everybody in line, but I regret to inform you that the chat is full of hooligans and... Oh, okay, I'm not worried about it. Sith Lord, hi Rob, huge Shadows fan here. Are you going to Flying Frogs Dice Fest? No, I will be doing no conventions this year. You call a man Sue and he's bound to grow up mean. At least that's what the song says. You could be a VIP guest there maybe. I doubt it. Game Line, how are you, brother? Good to see you. SOB is such a great game, and I wish Flying Frog would release more content. There's so much out there. For Fortune and Glory, oh yeah, it definitely needs that. Or reprint with an update and clarified rules. All right, there we go. Oh, hey, Kent, thanks so much for the donation, bro. You're a beautiful man. Thank you. And we will hit you with Godzilla at the end of this. All right, there we go. Yeah, so anybody that took offense, I really didn't mean anything by it. So, okay. At least I got that out of the way. Okay. I didn't know all that was going on. But it seems... Whatever. I represent that hooligan remark. Yeah, there you go, Tim. All right, so there you go. So let's get back down, and I'm going to explain a little bit of how this works and how a turn works. I may miss some things, but we'll really get into it more when we start playing and really hit it all home. All right? All right, here we go. So let's go over here where you can see a little bit better. So what happens, whoever has the highest initiative is going to roll. And what they're going to do is roll a d6 for their movement, okay? Well, that's kind of perfect. Now, the drifter would get to move 1, but anytime you get a 1, you are going to get a grit up to your maximum. So you want to roll 1 sometimes, and it doesn't hurt. But unfortunately, all he's going to do is be able to move 1. Now it would be the bandito's turn, and he would roll, and he rolled 5. No, he won't get a grit, but he can move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so close to the edge. Okay? Then at the beginning of every turn, you're going to roll, like I said, on this thing, okay, 7 plus, we're okay. All right? As long as we got a 7 or more, this does not move. Okay? Which is pretty good. And this isn't going to move because we haven't gotten to the edge of our thing. So now, it would be the drifter's turn, and he would go, and he got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, which would put us right together. Now, the neat thing about this is that what's going to happen is the bandito would go next, and he would get a 5. Well, he can move right here and stop right there. You don't have to use all your movement. But what that would do is he can make a decision here. Okay, I could stay here and I could scavenge. You can only scavenge once. And you scavenge on a, hold on, I want to make sure I tell you the right thing. Okay, because I don't like telling, game line. Thank you, bro, for feed for the cows so you can buy more board games. Thank you, brother. Chris, thank you so much. Northeastern. Matthew, who's got the lantern? Sorry. Working, must have missed that. Oh, I didn't give the lantern out yet. We're going to figure that out. Hero that hell's the old lantern. I haven't given that out yet because we're not playing yet. But I'm just kind of going over the rules, making sure that we understand everything. Use 1 grid to add an extra d6 to movement. You can use a grid to re-roll any number of dice that was just rolled. Use a grid to activate special abilities or items that require it. So there's a lot of different things. Searching. A hero may either scavenge or look through the door as long as they are not in a fight. Roll 3d6 to scavenge. So say he wanted to scavenge. He would roll 3d6, and if I rolled a 6, you would be able to scavenge. Okay? But you can only scavenge a tile once. Okay? Just so you know that. So right there, I didn't get it, so he would have failed that. Looking through the door. When a hero enters their movement and the puzzle connection half of the square, the hero may search the next map tile. Draw a map card. So we have these map cards, which are right here. You're going to want to shuffle these up, right? Really, really good. Hold on here. Whoops. These aren't the map cards. These are encounter cards. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Once again, complete failure on my part. All right, let me get these out of the way. Here's our map deck. Okay, there we go. And we would shuffle these up, and then we would draw the next section, okay? And what would happen is we would find that particular section. And for instance, I'm just going to grab anything just to kind of show you what happens here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to connect that, okay? And then we're going to put an exploration token on there. And once we do that, we can turn over, and then it'll tell us attack, and then they'll either have a certain amount of doorways, which it has 2 doorways. This has 2 doorways. But if it had a symbol with just 1 doorway, we would have to cap this off and decide which one is good. So we would roll a die, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then obviously, well, okay, we would be able to go that way. The exclamation point, remember, 1 or 2 heroes should draw a high threat card instead of an epic threat card to the final fight. Difficult scaling, okay, that's fine. I just got to find out what that symbol means because I forget. Actually, I will tell you. Oh, okay, there you go. Anytime we have a certain mission, if you have that is going to help you because it is a clue icon. And we're looking for those, so that's actually pretty good. But there would be attack. So what would happen is we would draw a card, and it would be 6 void spiders. There are some things that would have us draw a certain amount of cards, like the tentacles here. We would roll this particular dice, and that's how many tentacles would come out. So if you're unlucky like myself, it would be 4 tentacles. And when setting up the tentacles, they go in a checkerboard fashion. So you would start at the very, very, very back, and you would work forward. So 4 tentacles, well, we would start here, skip a space, put one here, whoops, there, skip a space, we can't put it on the corner there, and then we would come here, and then skip a space and put it there. Okay? Now we would be ready for our attack. And with the tentacles, they have a certain card, and this will tell you what happens. They move 6. To escape them, if you're ever base-to-base contact with them and you want to push on, you can roll a die, and on a 4+, you would be able to escape. I did it. So I could move through. I only have to roll that once, not for each square. They roll 3 combat dice, doing 3 damage each, so they're nasty. So, for instance, if they were trying to attack Tuco here, they would roll, and they would, on a melee, on a 4+, they would hit. Okay, that 1 and 2 wouldn't count, but they would get 1 hit, and it would do 3 damage. But Tuco has a defense, and his defense roll is 4+. So he would get to roll 1 die, and he got a 5, so that saves him from taking 3 damage. Pretty awesome, right? Now, shooting back, the tentacles have 2 defense, okay? So, for instance, Tuco has dual pistols. He gets 2 shots, and to hit, he needs to roll 5. So he would get 4 dice, and he needs 5s on all 4 of those dice. All right, let's see what happens. Boom, he got 1, okay? But here's the beauty of it, okay? You're shooting at this guy, it's a 6. That is a critical, and criticals ignore defense. So normally, when we would try to roll, okay, our attack, so he hit, so now we roll another dice, see how much damage it does. And they have 4 health. Well, he rolled a 6. So normally, if it wasn't a critical, you would subtract the 2 off that, and it would be 4. It would still kill him. But because he rolled a critical, he takes the full 6 damage, kills him with a 4, and he will get 30 XP. We have to have a pen and paper, and we want to keep track of all the enemies that we kill, because going back to town, killing certain enemies, we can get bounties and stuff for them. So that really, and that's pretty much how combat works. As you can see, they don't go for a while because they are a 2. So that would eliminate 1, and then, you know, whoever had the next initiative, next high initiative, say, well, we know that he would go first and then he would go second. He would come up and move and then decide to take a shot and see how many he could kill. All right? And if another thing that you need to know, that if you are shooting at something and you have a bunch of different hits, so say we had a whole bunch of 6s here, okay? Like that, okay? He can roll this shot, and if he killed this guy, he can use the other shots on the next guy. Or if he almost killed this guy and got 2 hits on him, he can assign another die to this guy to eliminate him, and then the last guy, he can assign it to the next guy. Okay? The only time that you have to really shoot in here and make sure that you hit the guy that you could, I mean, you could shoot past here, but he would have to eliminate this guy in order to shoot this guy. So if there was a different monster there, like if you had spiders here, they're easier to kill, so you would have to kill one before you try to shoot something of a harder value, especially if you have criticals, so you want to assign them a certain way. You're going to keep on moving, and there's going to be certain objectives to do, and we're going to start figuring out our first mission, and we're going to go to our mission book and try to, I don't know if we should do right off the bat the very first mission. I'm going to read some of these comments now before we go and take a look at what mission we should start with. Okay, question. Would you mix Forbidden Fortress content with the original SOB content? I just don't. I like them both separate as they are. That's the way I feel. I am the Frito Bandito. Remember that? You used to get the erasers that you would put on the end of your pencil. They used to be cool as anything. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Did somebody else donate something? Oh God, I'll feel horrible if I missed that because I was so busy explaining things. Oh, Game Line. Thank you, Game Line. I can't thank you enough. I'm such a sheep for this game. I already have more content than I will ever play, yet I keep on buying. Yeah, I have everything that they release. I really do. Let's see what else I may be missing here. Matthew says, I would keep them separated. Yeah, I agree. Aldrin, I wouldn't mix anything. Yeah, I agree. Patty, how are you? Good to see you. Play till it hurts. Nothing worse than getting caught by a tentacle. I agree. No, I wouldn't recommend it. Okay. Build encounters around the theme. Try not to add too much. Ooh, it looks like, oh, UPS guy was here. I can't believe he braved coming up this road, but he does. We have to see what came in. That'd be fun. All right, so there we go. Matthew Rose says it tickles. That. All right, so there we go. So now it's kind of deciding, do we want to start with the normal, there's a lot of beautiful fluff in here and stuff. Missions. Selecting a mission. Basic mission, City of Ancients missions, basic mission. You know what? We always do it for a few Darkstone more. So I'm going to leave this up to you guys. And put this in the comments here. Do we try to do exploration, seal the void gate, search party, escape, blow the mine? We always start out with a few Darkstone more. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys. Let's see which one that you pick. Seal the void gate. That would be kind of cool. Search party. We could be searching for a doctor. Escape. Well, that's kind of interesting. Below the mine. Well, we don't have any dynamite. This mission starts with the mine entrance, leading directly to the T-junction map. Okay. So I'm going to let you guys figure it out. Rob's doing a playthrough company executive reprint drifter. Exploration. All right, so we got one for exploration. Let's read exploration so you guys know what exploration is. I'm going to actually sit down for a second here. Actually, I need a drink here. Hold on. Few Darkstone more. They say to start there. Rob, don't leave the game outside. We need to know what is waiting at your door. I'll leave the people more knowledgeable about this game to pick. Okay. Oh, goodness me. There we go. Exploration. Let's take a look at that one. Okay. You have been hired by a foreign investor to investigate and explore a claim that he has just purchased in the area. He will pay you well if it pans out to be half as good a deal as he was led to believe. All you have to do is see how big the mine really is and clean out any unsavory squatters that have moved in. Sounds simple, right? Always does. This mission starts with the mine entrance map, which we have over there, leading directly to a T-junction map tile. All heroes start at the mine entrance map as normal. Remove the T-junction map card from the mine map deck. Note that the hero posse marker is not moved forward to a step on the depth track for this T-junction. Okay. The heroes must explore the entire mine, not including any gates they find along the way, and defeat all enemies they come across successfully. That is huge. Limited doors. All exploration tokens with a clue have one less door. Okay. Dead End Showdowns. Wow. No, this is brutal. And that's the second one. I'll leave the people. Yeah, do a live unboxing. I don't even know what it is. It could be the wife's Amazon stuff too. Seal the Void Gate. You guys want me to go find out what it is? I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. What time do we have? Because I don't want. We've been on for an hour. All right, hold on. I'm just gonna go check real quick, and then what we'll do. So just stay here. I'll be back in a few minutes. I will, because I got to go to the west wing of the house, and if it's a game, I'll bring it out and we'll unbox and see what we got. All right. No, it was the Queen spending my money. Queen spending my money. Queen spending my money. She brought a brand new carpet. Like we need any more carpets. LOL, forgetting it's live and trying to fast forward. I would say do a few Darkstone more. Okay, that's what we're going to start with, especially since Justin hasn't played this game. So we're all set up. We're ready to go. We got everything where we need it to go. We got our 2 heroes ready. We got our cards ready. So we did a quick rules explanation of how it works. Sorry, Sassy doesn't run for it. Sassy performs tactical retreats. Yeah, there you go. We got everything set. So in the next couple of days, we will go live. We will do for a few Darkstone more. That way Justin kind of gets implemented into it. And then what we'll do is you guys will pick the second adventure we go on. And then from there, we will go to the expansions and do all that. All right. So a couple things here. We've got to do a couple Godzillas. But I'm still trying to figure out why this person got so angry. He always is kind of edgy anyways. Novice John D. No, he was rude, saying that there are other channels. All I said was, yeah, you know something? If you don't like what I'm doing, there's always other channels. There's no problem. I mean, I just do things a certain way, and I'm sorry. What's the big deal about that? There's so many people that do it better than I do. This is a train wreck all the time. Let me try to see what was the actual offense here. Plagiarized Clint Eastwood picture. Okay. Be nice to have more atmosphere to the game, like buildings and stuff. Oh, that's what I said. I go, I'm sure there's other people that would do it, but we just kind of do it this way. We just do it the way the board came. But there are other channels that'll do it that way. That's all I said. Didn't mean anything by it. Okay. Well, if they got upset, what can I do? I am who I am. So again, we've been trying to add more content for members only. If you are a member of the channel, if you are a member, you got to see the farm video. That everybody else will see a different version of it on Saturday. So if you are a member, please check that video out. I'm going to try to put exclusive content up for members. I'm not trying to short any of the people here, but you know, people that were nice enough to support us, we really I'm trying to do some extra stuff for, and I have some things that I'm working on that we're going to just keep on trying to make this channel better and more friendly for everybody, except for the people that take offense to anything I do. So there you go. Let's go here. Okay, so let's start with our our Godzillas, because we had a lot of people donate a lot of money, and thank you so much. I can't thank you enough for that. You guys are the best. You really are. This is the best group of people ever on the planet. All right. There he is, the big G. Is there coins in here? Oh, I think there is. Hold on. Because it goes better if I do coins. Oh, come on. I don't have nails. Oh, yes. Whoop. Oh, boy. I'm going to break this place. Like I said, there are better channels. Because this is the most unprofessional channel on the planet. Okay, there we go. All right, let's put our thing back in there. Good boy. Oh, I mean it. All right. Oh, well, we have a coin here. Why don't we do that? Okay. All right, finally we're all set up. Let's start with my boy, Northeastern Brewmaster, for dropping a 20 spot on us. Oh, come on, Godzilla. Give him the money. Give him the money song. Nice. But no music. I'm sorry, Northeastern. He hasn't seen you in a while, so he's kind of weird that way. Seblik. Come on, bro. Oh, man, he is stingy today. All right, Kent Maddox. Let's see if he can get a little Godzilla love. Come on, man. Oh, gave it to him. Because he wrote a whole bunch of stuff. I think you got to write more. Maybe that's what it is. Nice job, Kent. Congratulations. Our boy, Game Line. Long time guy. Gee, come on, help him out. Zebu, too. I mean, jeez. Oh, he stiffed Game Line. That ain't right. That ain't right at all. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, there we go. We got everybody there. All right. All right. My own tiny roar. There you go. Godzilla doesn't take any wood and nickels, bro. I know this is the worst stream of all time. This is why we all like Monster better. What we got here, Rob, is a cozy community. I like it. I like it. Unprofessional. That's why we love you, Rob. Thank you, brother. Brown chicken, brown cow. There you go. You need a coin to get to the coins. At least 3 roars. At least 3 roars. Doesn't Mothra have those 2 tiny Japanese women? It sure does. Sure does. Sure does. Matter of fact, for you guys out there that are Mothra fans, we'll just throw. If some of you guys, that donated, here you go. You get a Mothra. There you go. At least you got something out of it. All right. Okay. There we go. All right. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate watching. I hope this was a good explanation of some of the rules that you'll see, setting up the game, how we're going to do, what we're going to do, and I hope you really enjoyed this. We are really going to take this to a different level. We're going to start Tuco and the Drifter, or Susie and the Frito Bandito. Man, I wish I had one of those rubber heads. Everybody used to bite the guns off. The kids used to bite the guns off. I don't know what to tell you. Definitely, thank you so much. Please, if you get a chance, sign up and become a member. There's going to be a ton more content. We're going to be doing drawings and giving away stuff. We're going to do exclusive content. Trying to get some badges made and some emojis made. And we're going to try to do a lot of things to really make it a lot of fun here. I want to thank everybody for hanging in there. And again, to the guy that got upset, I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by it. What are you going to do? Was Tuco the ugly from the good, bad, and the ugly? He sure was. I am the Frito Bandito. Great stream tonight. I'm glad everybody enjoyed it. When we come back the next stream, we are going to be playing this game live. Why? Because you guys requested it, and well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do more stuff that you guys like to do. I love you all. Until next time, it is your old pal Rob saying, I need a portable mic. I probably do, but I usually don't move around a lot, and usually keep it in one spot. But boy, I tell you, I just can't afford to keep getting all the stuff that I need, and we just try to do the best that we can. But hey, when you guys keep on donating like you did today, maybe I'll go get a portable mic. I've been in such a mood for Shadows of Brimstone lately. I'm late to the stream, but I'll be watching. We just kind of went over the rules, set up our characters, explained the rules a little bit, and then the next one, you're going to be here right in time, Clay, for the start. That's for sure. Love you all. We'll see you soon. Thank you, everybody. Think about becoming a member, and you'll get a lot of exclusive stuff and a lot of things that we're trying to do. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. I'll see you soon, everybody. Take it easy. Steph, we got to give you a Godzilla. Stephanie, you come in, you drop $3. Now we got to give you a Godzilla. See, I was just about to let this go, and what happens? Stephanie drops $3, so we got to stay on long enough to drop another Godzilla. Here you go, Steph. Thank you. Oh, she gets the music too. That's a last minute Godzilla. She comes in strong with 3 pounds, which is $5 actually. Thank you so much for a new mic, she says. All right, thank you so much. All right, we'll see you again. See, we always make sure we get our Godzillas in.